Hi everyone, welcome to the classes on mechanics. This is our second class on combined motion of rotation and translation. So in the previous class we have discussed how a link or a combination of links experiencing a combined motion of rotation and translation. We have analyzed the velocity of that link at different points. So in today's session we will be analyzing a reciprocating pump or reciprocating engine will behave. So different points of reciprocating pump will behave according to our motion of combined rotation and translation. So here is our reciprocating engine or reciprocating pump mechanism. Here you can see a piston and a connecting rod and a crank. So we will be giving power to the crank, and the crank will be rotating in a clockwise rotational motion, and the one end of the connecting rod is connected to the crank, another end is connected to the piston. As the crank rotating, the connecting rod will experience a combined motion of rotation and translation. So one end of the connecting rod is connected to the crank and another end is connected to the piston. The piston will be moving in a linear direction. So we will be analyzing the velocity of piston, analyzing the velocity of the connecting rod, and we will be finding out the instantaneous center. And we are using the equation for omega into distance from instantaneous center to that point will be for the velocity. Here will be representing the instantaneous center. As the piston is moving in to and fro from left to right direction, this velocity will be written as Vc, and we will be drawing a perpendicular to this velocity as a line. And another point is the point B. Point B is the circumference of the circle. At that instant, the velocity of V will be tangent to the circle. So we will be drawing the velocity of VB as a tangent to the circle, and we will be drawing a perpendicular to that velocity. These two perpendiculars will meet at the point O, and we will get the instantaneous center as O. By using this instantaneous center equation, we can find out the velocity of Vc and Vb if any of one is known. So here is omega 1 is the angular velocity of a crank, which can be calculated by 2 pi by 60, and omega 2 is the angular velocity of the connecting rod BC. So connecting rod is experiencing both the rotation and translation. That omega 2 is the angular velocity of connecting rod BC, and we can write the velocity VB is equal to omega 2 into OB, where OB is the distance from the instantaneous center to the point B, and VB can be written. VB is point B is a part of connecting rod. Also, it is a part of the crank also. So we can write it is as a point B have velocity, which can be written as two equations. First one is the omega 1 into AB. The second one is omega 2 into AB. First point is rotating with respect to A, and its velocity is omega 1, and it is at a distance of AB from the center. So it can write VB as omega 1 into AB. Again, the point B is a part of connecting rod, which is rotating about the instantaneous center O. So we can write this equation as omega 2 into OB. So by comparing these two equations, omega 2 into OB is equal to omega 1 into AB, or omega 2 can be written as omega 1 into AB divided by OB. So from that we can write the equation of VC as omega 2 into OC, because VC is a part of the connecting rod. Again, it's a point, part of connecting rod. At the same time, it is a part of piston also. So we can, if we want to find the velocity of piston, we can find the velocity of connecting rod and we can equate to the same value. So VC is a part of connecting rod. We can write the equation of VC as omega 2 into OC. So omega 2 is the angular velocity of this connecting rod into the distance from the instantaneous center OC will give the velocity at the point C. Where omega 2 can be replaced by, we have already got this equation omega 1 into AB by OB. So we will be replacing omega 2 by omega 1 into AB by OB into OC. Where AB is the radius of the crank. So we will be replacing AB with R, and we will be omega 1 into R. Okay. So omega 1 into R can be written as VB. Okay. We will be writing VC is equal to VB into OC by OB, or VC by VB is equal to OB by OC by OB. That is our final equation. So by using this, we can find out any velocity of a reciprocating mechanism. This kind of question usually asked for the university examination. So here is our question. A reciprocating pump with the length of the connecting rod and the crank is 1125 mm and 250 mm. So connecting rod is BC. The link joining piston and crank is called connecting rod, that is called BC. The length BC is given 1125 millimeter or 11.25 centimeter. Okay, and 11. And the length of the crank is this rotating button is given by AB. The length of the crank is given as 250 mm. Find the velocity with which the piston will move when the crank is turned through an angle 40 degree from the inner dead center. The crank is rotating at a 420 rpm. This rpm is given. From that rpm we have to find out the angular velocity, and we have given the initial position. We have to know the position of the link AB to find out the velocity. If it is link is here, velocity will be pointing towards this direction. Link is here, it will be pointing towards this direction. So for the position they have given, it is 40 degrees. So we have drawn the position and we have drawn the necessary connecting rod and crank. First we will use using the equation 2 pi n by 60 we will calculate the angular velocity omega, and we will find out the velocity of the point B. So point B is a part of crank and a part of connecting rod. So we will be first utilizing, as it is a part of crank, and we will be finding out the velocity VB by omega 1 into R, where omega 1 is we already calculated 44 radians per second, and radius of the crank 2 mm is 0.25 meter, 11 meter per second is our answer. This is our VB. And next thing we will be locating the instantaneous center by graphical method, and we will be finding out the required values. So we will be locating, we will draw the figure as per the given dimension, and we will be locating, we will be marking the AB at an angle 40 degree, and we will join at point C at a distance 11.25 millimeter, and from the point C we will be drawing a perpendicular to the upward direction, and from point B we will be drawing again perpendicular or from a line from the center of the circle. These two will join. We will get the length of OC and OB. By using that length OC and OB, we can find out the velocity of the point C. This is the graphical method of solving the reciprocating pump by using the instantaneous center method. So we have to study analytical method also. In rare case, the university will ask to find out the velocity by analytical method. So the graphical method is a simple one. By using scale and proper dimension, we can easily, if one or two steps is there, we can easily find out the answer. If you are going for the analytical method, we have to by heart some equation, so that will useful for the solution. And here is the analytical method of finding out the velocity of a reciprocating pump. Okay. From the, you will be getting the similar triangle. Triangle OCB and the triangle ABN. Okay, these are similar triangles. OCB and ABN are the similar triangles, and we will get the equation as a OC by OB. OC divided by OB is equal to will be AN divided by AB. Okay, as a similar triangle, opposite angles are equal. Okay, and VC will be writing VC as omega 2 into OC and VB as omega 2 into OB. So previous relation. And VB can be written as is a part of the crank. VB can be written as omega 1 into AB, where omega 1 is equal to, we know the values of omega 1. Okay, and VC by VB is equal to omega 2 into OC divided by omega 2 into OB, or OC by OB. We can write OC by OB. So OC by OB, we have already have OC by OB is equal to AN by AB. So we will be replacing OC by OB equal to AN by AB. So we can write VC is equal to VB into AN by AB, where VB can be written as omega 1 into AB. So omega 1 into AB divided by AN by AB. We are cancelling AB and AB. We will get a omega 1 into AN as the equation for VC. For AN, next we have to find out the value of AN. So AN is a part of triangle, so we have to find out the AN value of AN. So AN can be, for that we will write CA is equal to CM plus MA. You can write CA, this is the total length. You can be written as CM plus MA. We need to find out the AN, for that we will be requiring these two. So AN can be written as CA tan phi. So AN is a part of a triangle. Triangle ACN, and we get an angle. So it has a phi. We already marked the theta here, so it will be we will be marking it as a phi. So correct it as a phi. So an can be written as a Ca tan phi, or Ca can be written as a Ca is equal to Cm plus Am, or Cm can be written as Cm is equal to this one Cb cos phi, and Am can be written as a Ab cos theta. Okay, so the Cm is a Cb is the length of the connecting rod, so we'll be replacing it as a L, and Ab is the radius of the crank, so we'll be replacing it with the R. So L cos phi plus R cos theta into tan phi. So we'll be multiplying the whole time with the tan phi. L cos phi into tan phi plus R cos theta into tan phi. So cos phi by tan into tan phi, that's tan phi is equal to sin phi by cos phi. We'll get a sin cos phi got cancelled. We will get a L sin phi plus R cos theta tan phi is the equation for An. So substitute in the value of An in the equation. So we will get Vc is equal to omega 1 into An, or An is equal to L sin phi plus R cos theta tan phi. This is the analytical method. We have to study this equation for getting our final answer. So this is the analytical method. Here is one solution how we are solving the equation. So it's a crank and connecting rod mechanism. Radius of the crank length is given, connecting rod is given, crank L is given as 1200 and R is given as 300 mm. The crank is rotating at 180 rpm. From that we can calculate the value of omega. Find the velocity of the piston. So we are calculating the Vc, and the crank is rotating at an angle 45 degrees. So theta is given. So, okay. First thing we have to calculate the value of phi. So we will get using the equation Bm by AC. So we is equal to, we will be obtaining the value of phi as 10.8 degree. Okay, Bm. So tan phi is equal to, so okay, sin phi is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. Opposite side is equal to Bm, adjacent side is 1200. So Bm can be found out from the other triangle ABM. It's a part of a triangle, same triangle. So ABM can be written as a AB sin 45. So AB is equal to 300 mm, 300 sin 45 divided by BC is given 1000 is equal to sin phi. From that we can get the value of phi is equal to 10.8. So we got the equation Vc is equal to omega 1 into L sin phi plus R cos theta tan phi. We got the value of phi, theta and R. Everything is known values. We will calculate the value of Vc as 4.72 meter per second. This is the analytical method of solving the equation. So if you are following analytical method, you have to remember this equation Vc is equal to omega 1 L sin phi R cos phi. Otherwise you have to keep one scale, protractor and a pencil, for that you can easily solve the equation by graphical methods. So this is the second topic for Engineering Center. We will be discussing one more class for the Engineering Center. Thank you.